Have you ever wondered why some men drive women absolutely insane, in a bad way, due to their unshakable independence and complete disregard for typical dating norms? Sigma males don't just stand apart, they completely upend the modern dating scene. These men refuse to conform, never chase, and won't allow themselves to be controlled, which is exactly why they're often seen as challenging or even distant. But the real reason runs deeper than you might expect. Let's dive into the 4 brutally honest reasons why modern women resent these men. Number 1. They can't manipulate them emotionally. Modern women often engage in an unspoken game. Calculated glances, subtle signals, guilt trips, and strategic displays of emotion meant to provoke a specific response. These tactics may work on most men, but Sigma males see straight through them, which drives women absolutely mad. These aren't the men who will come running every time she posts a cryptic, sad status update. They won't rearrange their plans just because she's feeling a little off, and they certainly won't compete for her attention when she casually mentions other men. Instead of reacting emotionally, they respond with logic, if they respond at all. What makes Sigma males especially frustrating for manipulative women is their ability to emotionally detach when necessary. While most men get entangled in the drama, feeling guilted or obligated to fix a woman's emotional turmoil, these men hold firm to their boundaries. Another person's emotions aren't automatically their burden to carry. It's not that Sigma males lack emotions. They simply refuse to let their feelings be weaponized against them. They've witnessed these tactics too many times: the silent treatment, emotional blackmail, or playing the victim, which simply have no effect on them. This resistance to emotional manipulation often infuriates women who are accustomed to using these methods to get their way. Suddenly, they're faced with a man who counters emotional theatrics with calm reasoning, who sees through exaggerated displays, and who won't be pressured into submission. For Sigma males, it's not about being cold or difficult. It's about preserving their emotional independence. They'd rather be misjudged as unfeeling than allow themselves to be coerced into commitments or situations they don't genuinely want. That's why these men are often mislabeled as emotionally unavailable or impossible to handle, when in reality, they're simply immune to the games many modern women rely on. Number 2. They don't chase or beg for attention. Dating has turned into a competition of who cares the least, who waits the longest to reply, and who appears the most indifferent. Most men go along with it, meticulously timing their messages and strategizing their next move. While this may be the standard, Sigma males refuse to engage at all, and that confuses women. These men don't chase, plead, or play hard to get. If they're interested, they'll make it clear, but they won't go out of their way to prove their worth. It's not that they're incapable of pursuing someone they like, they just won't turn it into an act. No corny texts just to stay on the radar, no constant commenting on social media, no fake unavailability to seem mysterious. Their attention is either genuine or non-existent. This mindset clashes with what many women expect. They're used to men constantly seeking their approval, double texting after being ignored, viewing every Instagram story, and always being available. When they encounter someone who refuses to play this game, it completely disrupts their strategy. The real frustration becomes evident when their usual tactics fail. If she plays hard to get, he simply assumes she's uninterested and moves on. If she posts attention-seeking content, he might not even acknowledge it. If she tests his interest with silence, he's perfectly fine with silence as well. What makes this even more infuriating is that these men often attract more attention precisely because they aren't seeking it. Their refusal to participate in dating mind games makes them stand apart in a world full of people trying too hard. But the moment a woman starts demanding attention or attempting to force a chase, they'll walk away without hesitation. This behavior reveals an uncomfortable reality. The modern dating scene has become more about power dynamics than authentic connection. While others wear themselves out trying to strike the perfect balance between being available and playing it cool, Sigma males simply step away from the game altogether. For women accustomed to men jumping through hoops for their attention, This is both intriguing and exasperating. They can't decide whether it's refreshing or downright infuriating to meet someone who refuses to play by their rules. Number 3, their independence threatens them. Every modern woman claims to desire an independent man, until she meets one who truly doesn't seek her validation or control. That's when admiration quickly turns into frustration. It's intriguing how fast her attitude shifts. At first, she's drawn to his confidence and self-sufficiency, captivated by the fact that he has his own life, his own ambitions, and his own unique way of thinking. But then reality sets in. She realizes she can't make him reliant on her like other men. What truly unsettles these women isn't that Sigma males don't have time for relationships. It's that they refuse to sacrifice their independence for the sake of neediness. While other men might drop everything to prove their dedication, these guys uphold firm boundaries and maintain a well-balanced life. The real conflict arises when she understands that she can't control them using the usual tactics. Her friends might insist, if he really cared, he'd be more dependent on you. Or, a real relationship means needing each other. But Sigma males understand the distinction between wanting someone in their life and needing them to function. Modern women have been conditioned to believe that a man's independence should fade once he enters a relationship. They expect him to restructure his world around them, seek their input on every choice, and develop emotional dependence. When this doesn't happen, they see it as a flaw in him, rather than questioning their own expectations. This reveals an unsettling truth. Many women don't actually want a truly independent man. They want the illusion of one, but with the underlying dependency that makes him manageable. A Sigma male's unwavering independence disrupts this entire dynamic. This isn't about being emotionally distant or resistant to relationships. It's about maintaining self-sufficiency while still being capable of meaningful connection. Yet for women who are accustomed to using relationships as a means of control, this balanced approach feels like a challenge. Number 4, they can't read or predict them. Women are usually quite skilled at understanding men. A few conversations, some casual observation, and they can typically map out how a guy thinks and predict his next move. But with Sigma males, this method fails completely. They're like a puzzle with missing pieces. Just when she believes she has them figured out, they do something unexpected. It's not that they're trying to be elusive. They simply function on a different wavelength than most men. Their choices and actions stem from genuine authenticity, rather than adhering to typical social norms. While most men follow predictable dating patterns, these individuals act based on their own internal compass. This completely disrupts her usual ability to read men. She struggles to anticipate their next move because there's no fixed pattern to trace. Every reaction is authentic and tailored to the moment. Her usual techniques for deciphering a man's thoughts simply don't apply here. The real challenge for her isn't their unpredictability, it's their raw authenticity. Most men adjust their behavior to align with what they assume women want, making them easy to read. But Sigma males remain entirely themselves, without any attempt to fit external expectations. This level of honesty makes them captivating yet impossible to manipulate. She's used to dealing with men whose behaviors she can subtly steer. If she wants them to chase more, she pulls away. If she craves extra attention, she sparks a little competition. But these common strategies fall flat with Sigma males because they don't bend to social pressure or emotional manipulation. This creates a unique dilemma. She suddenly finds herself facing a man whose actions she can neither predict nor control. When her usual methods of analyzing and guiding men's behavior fail, it leaves her feeling powerless, and that's what truly drives her mad. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more interesting videos like this. Thanks for watching.